Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive. It's Tiff here with a weekly tarot reading for the Libra Collective. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, MC, any placement. Everybody's welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. And let's get you some tarot tokens to start out. What does the week ahead of May 18th to the 24th, 2026 have in store for us? First token out, High Priestess. We've been seeing a lot of her lately on our table, especially with these tokens for whatever reason. There's Pisces energy coming in. And what else for Libra? We'll use tarot cards, oracle cards, and I will share channeled messages that I receive, as well as crystal ball messages too, which are channeled messages. But okay, we have the Hierophant. Taurus energy. We are leaving Taurus season this week and heading into Gemini season. Fellow air signs, what's up? And we have Strength here with this lovely token. And this is Leo energy. So maybe you resonate with any of those. You know, maybe they're part of your big three. Let's see here. So numbers wise, we have 2, 5, 8. 2, 5, 8. Okay. Let's get into some tarot cards. I think we'll use the Wiser Tarot. Why not? There's the box. Okay. Everything I use is down below. And I actually do want to get some oracle cards to start. So generally in our reading, Libra, we cover, the reading can really focus on any area of your life, but it's just what to expect for the energy ahead, the week ahead. We get into a little bit of like current energy and, where this week is heading for us. Overall, as a collective, do remember you will not connect and resonate with everything I say in a 1 hour or however long reading. All right. I always do a meditation before the reading though, Libra, and I was getting that you are getting stuff done, getting things done, getting ish done, right? So this is also, it could be in the home or it could be your ultimate home, your body, because we do have Mars going into Taurus tomorrow and Venus into Cancer tomorrow. And I feel like those energies together are about getting what you want, maybe like looking good too, getting things to be just how you want them in the home or with your appearance even. And again, it's just like it's an energy about really loving one's self and environment, home space. That's what I feel anyway. All right. Let's see, what do we have here for Libra? Use the Yin Yang Oracle for Libra. I'm hearing you want to spice it up maybe too for some of you. So yeah, you could be even adding a new spice to your diet or something, supplement. Oh my God, Libra, you have Strength again. Look at this. Wow. The Sun coming in with Strength for the lovely Libra collective. This is about empowerment. This is heart chakra opening. It's compassion. It's happiness. It's truth being revealed. So, you might have to take some sort of deliberate action this week, like very intense, in an intense way. I'm just feeling that. I feel like there's a delightful payoff though. So like deliberate action equals delightful payoff. That's the energy I was feeling. And so now when I see the double Strength energy here, it really makes me feel like you're like full force, with conviction, having that courage, having the inner strength, and just the overall bravery really to really go for something or go into something deeper or address something, but you're taking those steps. Okay. Also, I was feeling you could be wrapping up deals, negotiations, contracts, something could be coming to an end. And I feel as though there's just this energy of sort of like something is final, maybe it's the last month that you pay something. I am getting payoff in general. So this is good. Travel, education, commitment, and communication. I feel like those could be at the forefront for us this week, Libra. Let's see. They all look good, I will say. So travel, learning, communication, and committing to something that could turn into something beautiful long-term. All looking good. We have thoughts. Maybe you're feeling trapped. It reminds me of sort of the 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords kind of energy. And this is about overthinking. Oh, it says 8 of Swords right on it. In their head, worries, fears. Not sure how to address something. You do have that strength though, Libra, twice already in your reading. Now the Hierophant, and you may, so we'll go over what these are too. The High Priestess and then the Hierophant, right? So they both start with high. So may or may not resonate. HI could mean something to you. Those initials, let's see what else. Just hi, hello, like, you know. With the High Priestess, we've been getting her a lot, but I'll go over it because not everybody's here every single reading. But it does have to do with your own intuition, right? Divine wisdom. It's like, but it's knowing within. Just you get that connection, right? It's having that insight that, again, it's like it's already within you. It's not really even needing to go far to find the answers, you know. So there's maybe a balance of that, and then a balance of like traditional wisdom, maybe with the Hierophant, or just, it could even be just kind of like questioning your own personal beliefs and wondering if you feel as strongly about something. I do feel that off these three together. It's an interesting mix, actually, these three together. Creations, if you're trying to create something, that's looking good. Let's see, what else am I getting off these as I'm looking? Yeah, I do get this like kind of need to persevere. I know it can be, that's not always a word we want to hear, but I am feeling that. I'm feeling just this sort of assertive kind of energy, really having that, again, that confidence. And remember, ego can be a healthy thing. Okay, it doesn't have to. Ego is not necessarily a bad thing. But you could be challenging structures, questioning why you're going along with something. Again, personal beliefs seem to be kind of at the forefront a bit this week. Something coming to a head too here. I am getting two Libras. Someone may go to bat for you, or you may be doing that for someone else, or literally baseball. I don't know I guess maybe it's started. I don't really pay attention, but yeah. Self-worth. Healing unworthiness, boundaries, expectations. Yeah, values. That's it. You're questioning your values. Yeah. And this is a very high vibrational energy coming through with this card. I am feeling there's something about energy practices and with you maybe, and also something that's been dormant. Maybe you yourself have hidden intuitive gifts, or ones that have felt kind of dormant. Maybe you hide that part of yourself, Libra, because of, tradition or religion or something, around you. All right, what else do we have? So maybe you're thinking of some sort of new approach. This is about personal freedom, Libra, and the freedom to lean into your own intuition, and there's such power in that, and so many truths to be revealed about mysteries and of the universe, and just your own ability to connect to something just bigger than oneself. It's kind of like, I don't know how many of you recently have said there's more to life than this. Like, there's got to be more than this. So I'm just kind of feeling that energy. And I'm getting something too, again, that word deliberate is very, that is probably going to be in the title. Deliberate. Okay. So deliberate action, delightful payoff. That's definitely what it feels like. I'm getting D names too, like Debbie, Donna, Donovan, David. All right, what else do we have? So we have guilt here. There's sabotage, possibly. Anxiety, insomnia. Remember I said I was getting 9 of Swords. Oh, it says 9 of Swords right on it. There we are. Okay, so regret, feeling lost, shadow work, fear. Yeah, like how are we going to break this pattern of maybe feeling unworthy? What is it called? Peter Pan syndrome? Let's see what else we have. For Libra. Let's see for Libra, please. I'm hearing wild oak. Oak. So that's interesting. Oak, maybe Oklahoma. Okie. All right, what else do we have? Or one of a kind creation. Maybe that's what you specialize in, or maybe you need to be reminded, Libra, that you in fact are a one of a kind creation. And we have external party. So situations here, karmic partners, friends, other people, work, family, obligations. All right, Libra. Yeah, also it could be a celebration in general. I was getting kind of something about that. This week also, Libra, we do have a happy Victoria Day to Canada. So this week is Canada's Victoria Day. And I was feeling though, just in general, we also have Wednesday, we have World Bee Day, like bumblebee, like bee. So something else that was something kind of cute actually to throw into the week on 5/20. And then relations and relationships are kind of taking a forefront, maybe in order to heal. But I was feeling, maybe that's what you're in your head about, some of you. But I was feeling that kind of will happen sort of at the beginning of the week. And then towards the end of the week, it feels like you'll be finishing projects. You'll be a little more productive if you weren't as productive in a tangible sense. By the end of the week, I do feel that energy is very supportive of it. Okay. All right, that's it for that, looks like. All right, let's get the Wiser Tarot out. What do we have for Libra, please? I'm getting that word, coordination, coordinated efforts. So there could be something, or coming up with sort of like a strategic plan in some way. You may be working on plans for that. And look, we have the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles here, you may find yourself the center of attention in some way, Libra, at work or otherwise. But this is about you also knowing that you stand behind your work. There's some sort of element of like pride here. And the truth is, Libra, is others, you may be like kind of the go-to person in a part of your life, at work or otherwise. And it feels as though you may be called upon this week, Libra. As I said, maybe you're going to bat for someone or they're coming to bat for you, but there's something here about your efforts sort of being noticed, revealed in some way. And I do feel there could be some sort of just a little more discipline coming in, or you're maybe feeling that those around you, even on a team or something, need to be more disciplined. What else do we have? So many channeled messages are coming in right now. I'm almost having a hard time keeping up. Yeah. So what do we have for Libra, please? Okay, so there's the Five of Swords. And this is what's clarifying that thoughts card, feeling trapped. There's a new way. There's a new strategy here. Okay, this is like, it can be an energy where someone's sort of plotting, winning at all costs, that sort of thing. But I actually feel that if there's been lingering resentment, that could be resolved. There feels like there's a resolution here. If you have been up in your head, well, let me see what else. It's kind of, you're turning the page on that. What else, please, for Libra? We'll look into how to stay high vibing for the week. I'll pull crystal cards, animal cards, angel numbers, angel messages, as well as, what do we need to release? What do we surrender to? That sort of thing. I always like to get that in there if there are potential blocks. And you can find this reading resonates for, any area of your life. Life, career, love, projects, money, all the stuff. We have the the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Wands. All right. So these are both energies of feeling on the defensive in some way. Very, to summarize very briefly with it. So that's kind of what they have in common. But it can also be a perseverance, really standing your ground. This is about resilience, Libra. Okay. Persistence paying off. This is taking a stand and not backing down. What's yours is yours. And that's what's clarifying self-worth. Now you have all odd numbers right here. Okay. You have 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay. 3, 5, 7, 9. Up here though, again, you have 2, 5, and 8. What else do we have for Libra, please? I know a lot of you are like me and you like the numbers. You want to pay, you like to tune into that. All right, Libra, what else? We have King of Wands. Ooh, whoa. I remember it's getting like spicy. I feel like there's a little bit of spiciness here. Maybe you're actually, that could be what you're having thoughts over too, like this sort of impulsive kind of energy, but like reining it in or something. Yeah, that's one message, but usually I don't get that off the King of Wands, because the King of Wands is the king of their suit, right? So, the Knight of Wands might be more, like free-spirited, reckless, impatient, that sort of thing. What the King of Wands is, they're an entrepreneur, right? They're witty, they're charming, they've got it together, they've been through it. Just think of those times, Libra, where you have been through it and you've lived to tell about it, you know? So just remember that with whatever's going on with you know, because some of you, I do feel like you are kind of going through it still, you know, feeling loss or fear in some way. You could be dealing with sleep issues or just frustrations in general. What else do we have? King of Cups. Libra, I'm actually getting to pay attention to the signs. I feel some of you are getting signs. Maybe you're getting signs. You're feeling as though nature's speaking to you through the ocean or the trees or whatever. But I am getting with this King of Cups and that King of Wands together, this need to kind of balance, like, yeah, doing with the emotional side of things, or maybe it does have to do with sort of taking like practical steps. There's something here. I feel as though someone could have not fulfilled a promise to you, um, or you feel as though you're not meeting all your obligations. But you know, Libra, you can't take everything on yourself all the time. You can't be everything to everyone. So let's just remember that, okay? I know sometimes we try to be, but we really can't. You've got to take care of your own emotional needs and just your needs in general, right? Taking good care of your health in all ways, body, mind, soul, right? So it does feel like you could be dealing with somebody who they're supportive, but I get almost like not sure if you can trust it. And it could be that excuse me, that's just been challenging for you, like being able to trust. um I just get this sort of energy. I know these are King of Wands and King of Cups are, you know, they're lovely cards, but for some reason I'm getting this focus on that Nine of Swords with them. So like, what sort of pattern? Let's think of like the King of Wands and the King of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse would be like moodiness, scheming, coldness, right? Emotional manipulation, maybe. The King of Wands in reverse would be someone who's very overbearing, yes, impulsive. You know, it's impossible to meet their expectations. So some of you may be dealing with a personality type like that, or just a situation where you're just feeling as though like you're kind of on your own with it, or it's just kind of really throwing you off. So that's just going to resonate for some of you, obviously. So let's see what else we have, though, for Libra. Libra. You have a Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. I'm getting a name like Dana, too. Another D name, so Dana. Which Dana can be, you know, masculine or feminine. So we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so the nine again with the odd numbers. This is amazing. So now you have 99. Now that's your leadership. Maybe your leadership is you're questioning your own ability to lead, or someone's questioning it. But you know, Nine of Cups is a sign of fulfillment. You know, it's a card of feeling as though you've made it in some way. You know, it's feeling some sort of enjoyment. You know, it's definitely an abundant kind of energy, feeling like maybe you have kind of even mastered the art of something. Let's see what else we have, Libra. There's this energy. I know it's kind of like wanting to keep something private. Because you look at like their body language is pretty guarded. They're guarded. The seven and the Nine of Wands, they're also guarded. Yeah, very interesting here. You know, the Hierophant, I mean, they're receiving some blessings here. So maybe you, in fact, are getting ready to receive some blessings. Let's not forget that's what he's doing there with his hands. That's the symbol. You know, he's offering up blessings. So let's see what else we have for Libra. I think some people, remember I said that people are like they're going to be looking up to you. They're going to be looking up to you to have the answers. Look how they're looking on to this person, right? So, and that's in fact what's happening too in the Hierophant. You know, the disciples here. I mean, they're looking to him for answers. The priest. And I guess that's what he's supposed to be. Anyway, let's see what else we have. Or is it the Pope? No, it's the, wait, no. Anyway, okay, what else do we have? It's not the Pope. What am I talking about? Anyway, okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, here we go. Yes, I do. Let's get some direction here. Queen of Swords, help us out. Libra energy, there it is. If you were feeling trapped, stuck in your thoughts, worries, fears, all that, that's going to clear out, Libra. You've got this, all right. You're going to get a hold of things, of the situation, of whatever it is that's been troubling you. It really does feel like you're going to be, if you felt like, you were grasping at straws or something. Yeah, that this is the time when getting some clarity, and getting it's beyond clarity. It's like you're going to know the exact next step to take. Again, that deliberate action. It's all very deliberate. Yeah. So whatever we're going to call the Hierophant here. I mean, usually it's the Hierophant is the Hierophant, right? But it could be in some decks it is the Pope. In some decks it's like the High Priest. I mean, it doesn't really matter what we call it. That's somehow connecting to this reading. Like, no matter how you call something or label it, it just is, it's still what it is. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's like it just isn't good enough. Flat out, it just isn't good enough. I think for some of you, you're realizing that searching outside yourself, like with this High Priestess and the Hierophant, has not really led you where you want to be necessarily. I mean, the Hierophant is a spiritual teacher, a spiritual leader, whatever their position actually is supposed to be, right? This is someone who interprets mysteries, right, of the universe and things, sacred mysteries, right? They're going to help you. They have the keys here. They provide you with the answers, right? But you don't need that because you yourself, you're sitting in a High Priestess kind of position. So interesting, right? Very interesting. I feel like you're being asked to listen to any little nudges you get this week and paying really attention to what what that inner voice is telling you, but then actually acting on it too. That's where the strength is going to come in. You're putting some structure to it with the Hierophant, but overall, I mean, you're getting these messages from your connection to what is. So she's reading the Torah. That's what she's reading. She has the Torah in her hand. That's supposed to be divine law. So she actually has access to sacred, secret knowledge as well. All right, what else? The Knight of Wands, there's that impulsive energy I was kind of feeling here. So you might be tempted to just sort of just call it quits on something, right? But we're going to see where this energy takes us and if that would be such a great idea. I don't know. I mean, you're going to do you, right? You do you. Always, always, always do what you feel is best. But Libra, what else? I just get this energy of kind of like being fed up. And because the thing is with the Queen of Swords, she takes a stand. All right. This is the ultimate, like taking a stand, or one of the ultimate cards of taking a stand and going in that new direction, right? She says, I know where I'm headed. I know where I want to go. And that's it. She's very strong-willed, total honesty, right? She's like, I don't care what you want to call it. Remember we were getting that? It doesn't matter what you call it. It's more, maybe you go more by vibrations, it doesn't matter what something's labeled as. You go by how you feel, right? That's what's coming in anyway. What else do we have? No one can tell you something is or isn't what you know for a fact it isn't, according to you, right? Just getting your mind's not going to be so easily changed. Oh, right. And there you go, walking away from something. So now you have the 8 of Cups. So you have 88 coming into your reading. Okay. This could definitely be connecting to your abundance, but this is, walking away from something that's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. You could also feel that someone was trying to sabotage you all along, that your efforts were not ever going to pay off because, it was like you could never please them, whoever this is. It does kind of feel kind of manipulative, I'll be honest. And that's the card that has the eclipse on it too. What else for Libra? Whoa. Now we have the Five of Wands and it dropped out in reverse. Five of Wands. So there's some sort of, I'm getting there's an end to emotional or manipulation in some way, or an end to the conflict. I feel like differences are being respected. Okay, this is peace. This is cooperation. Remember, I was getting coordinated efforts. It feels like an energy of cooperation. What else for Libra, please? I do want to get a little bit of direction here. Let's get just some direction here with this. Let's use the Divine Compass. While I'm shuffling, if you're enjoying this reading so far, getting anything from it that you enjoy, please do like the video, hype, subscribe, leave a comment, become a member, all this stuff. It all helps. Thank you. Libra, we have new worlds here, more adventures. So there are many more things for you to discover. So don't give up, Libra. Remember I said, I don't know if you should just, call it quits. We'll see. Here's our answer, my friends. Do not give up just yet, according to the cards, okay? According to the cards. What else? Charge ahead, move forward with swift precision, do what must be done now, fast progress. What did I tell you? Deliberate actions are leading to delightful payoff. What else, Libra? Wish granted. I mean, come, if you don't believe me yet, here we go. There it is. There's a little dandelion here coming in. Make a wish, Libra. It's about to come true. Highest good here. The outcome may not be exactly what you want, but it's what you need. Rolling Stone song, or is it the Rolling Stone? Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, we have higher wisdom here coming in. Turn the page. Did I already say turn the page? Because that was another one coming in. Hey, there's another song title, Turn the Page. All right, so explore options, learn what you can, expand your horizons, Libra. That's connecting me to both of these energies, the High Priestess and the Hierophant combined. Because what do we have? We have higher wisdom. Higher. All right, here we go. And you have divine flow, open to receive, let go of attachment to the outcome. Let the universe surprise you. Let the universe delight. I don't know. I was going to say delight you. Yeah, okay, that works. Yeah, let the universe surprise you. Let the universe help you make this wish come true. You do have a wish granted for some of you. It's like the overall wish will be granted. Is it going to be exactly what you asked for? Some, it may not be exactly, but I mean, for a lot of you, this is a strong row of cards right here. Very nice. Okay, because I mean, you stuck with it. You also, it's like staying true to yourself, All right, what else do we have, please, for Libra? Oh yeah, okay, Wheel of Fortune. There we go. Wheel of Fortune. Yes, please. Thank you. Let's turn that page. Let's get in the driver's seat of our life and make it happen. What else do we have, please? It's good fortune, Libra. That's abundance. That's luck. In reverse, Four of Swords. There's a lack of focus here, okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Some of you, the anxiety, the stress, the burnout, the nervousness, the restlessness, we've got to turn the page on that. That's what we need to turn the page on. We've got to get grounded. We've got to focus. All right, we'll see what our advice is for high vibe in a minute, but oh yeah, see, look at, there's another card of burnout. Got it. We're moving on from that. Yeah, Six of Swords. There we go. Moving on to brighter days. So there are brighter days ahead here, Libra. I think some of you, you're going to learn that. You're going to see it. It's coming in. I mean, that's where you're headed. Maybe new support comes in for you. Yeah, look at that, in the form of a nice new partnership, a connection, proposal in some way. Okay, this is health. This is a healthy relationship. Yeah, this is really good, Libra. Oof. Oh man, I'm excited for you. I really am excited for you. Okay, I do want to see though. That seems all well and good, right? But let's go ahead and see. Let me get my cards for this. Let's see. How do we stay high vibing? High vibing. Get that in here. Make sure we get it. This reading. So laughter. Okay, so laughter instantly shifts a situation or environment into higher vibration. Hang out with kids, watch comedy, just start laughing. If nothing else, start with a smile. Hey, if kids stress you out, watch funny animal videos. Those are great, right? Along those same lines, we have smiles. Smile at someone. Smile at someone. Look at them in the eyes. See an amazing human creation. Miracles are everywhere in the form of you and every person you meet. Remember, Libra, I said, you are one of a kind creation. You're a one of a kind creation, right? All right, Libra. I feel the need to tell you, you belong. You belong. You do. I don't know if some of you haven't found that place yet. I get it. I do understand feeling that like that, but you belong. What else do we have? Affirmations. Yeah, we all run the negative tapes in our heads, right? That's what this card's about. Change the tape. Tell yourself positive stories. I'm an amazing person. I love my life. Good luck follows me. I embrace my magnificence. I'm a high vibrational being. I create affirming thoughts. I deserve love. I'm joyful. I'm beautiful. I have an abundance of self-worth. As I said, I feel like some of you you need to hear that. You need to hear that, yes, you belong. Yes, you're awesome. You're magnificent. You don't have to do anything special to deserve respect, to receive love, just for being you. And if you're not receiving that, then you may want to change the environment. Not saying it's your fault, just saying, if you're not getting that where you are, just remember, don't lose sight of the fact that you still deserve that, even if you're not being treated well. What else, Libra? Crystal cards for the week. For Libra. I know a lot of you have said you want to be able to check your other signs too. So maybe when I do the crystal cards, I'll do them for, the 12 signs. And that way you can check like your sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, any, whatever you want to check. But let's get one for Libra overall though, for the week ahead. Celestite, soothe your soul. Soothe your soul. So maybe at the end of this reading, that's what I'll do. I'll just do like I did at the last reading. I'll just do all 12 signs for that. We'll put that aside. All right, Libra. Okay, Libra. Now, used our divine connection. Let's see, what do we need to let go of? I feel like definitely, I'm hearing like surrender to like a giant ego over some. If there's like, don't let pride get in your way. And I say that because we do have strength twice here. And we also have that, what is it? What was I thinking? Pride in your way. 5 of Swords too. Okay, what else? For magic of letting go. What does Libra need to let go of maybe to make the most of this lovely energy this week? What do we need to do? Know, let go of, etc. See. Have patience. Good things take time. Rewards are sweeter when earned through persistence. You have cards of persistence paying off in this reading. And breakthrough. Pursue your dreams, Libra. Don't let anything stop you from moving forward. Pursue your dreams. Even if you're feeling overwhelmed, you can still choose your response, right? Remember, small steps lead to big rewards. Small steps, little actions, big. For some of you, I just heard a lump sum. You could get like just a big payout, a big payoff. It can come in many forms, but I just heard lump sum. So, hey, it can happen, right? Why not you? Miracles happen all the time. Why not you? All right, no regrets here. This is focusing forward. Focus forward. As this said right here, move forward with swift precision. Do what must be done. Do it now, it says. You need to feel ready though, right? Don't dwell on the past. Create a joyful future. More advice for Libra, please. Let go of blame. Take accountability. I'm picking up on something about a lake or a lake house or something now too. So, and then this card came out. So here we are with this. Own your actions and choices to feel empowered. Take accountability, but not blaming. I mean, there's a difference, right? Forgive yourself. Seeking approval. Trust yourself. Rely on your own inner wisdom for validation. You may not be able to meet, you may not be able to meet the expectations of everybody. That's probably not a good goal, right? All right, let me get some, you've got to take care of you too, Libra. Okay, so let's see. I want to get a money moves card, and then I want to see what we can expect love-wise, relationship-wise. Oh, actually, no. I don't want to do money moves. I would like to do, okay. Clarifying love situations. Ooh, okay. That's too many. All right. Yeah, we'll do money moves. That's fine. So we're going to do clarifying love situations. Then we'll do money moves. Let's see. What do we have here? Libra, Libra. Heart and key. It's safe for you to love. Safe for Libra to love. So open to love. There's perfect match. You could meet the one. It's easy to love. You could complement each other very well. Libra, I forgot to tell you, I was getting that it's actually a good day or week. I was on the floor. That was on the floor. Okay. It's actually a good time to date. Let me look at my notes. Go on dates. Sparks could fly. Chemistry is like going off the charts here with something or someone, possibly. Okay. Oh, and look, we have National Bee Day on the 20th. And look, we have a bee. What are the odds of that, right? All right. So this is about hard work. The hard work will be rewarded. This is about teamwork, dedication, success, sweet, indulgent, achieving the impossible, fertility. And but we've got timing. So this situation can't be forced. What do you know, Libra? We always get that, right? So patience, waiting for the right time, feeling out of control. So this can have to do with relationships of any kind. It can even be your relationship to yourself, right? Doesn't have to just be romantic, but it could be. And then we have epiphany here. So the answers are coming. The answers will come. Revelation, discovery, vision, realization, inspiration, insight, enlightenment, and guidance. You might be getting a clue, Libra, or again, solving one of life's mysteries or something that's felt just, elusive to you in some way. Libra. Ripple effect. It's bigger than you think. It's bigger than you think, Libra. So this is consequences, something spinning off, something that's, just it grows. It has a bigger effect than we realize in some way. Something could be unintentional, but in the ripple effect, that doesn't have to be a bad thing, right? I mean, think about I'm thinking about that card you had with the wish granted and the dandelion seeds. Those seeds have to, the wind carries them where they need to go, and they grow new dandelions. So it's like it has a ripple effect, right? Leading to new growth. All right, Libra, authority. You're not meant to follow. You're meant to be a boss, a leader, management, maybe. This is also connecting to government in some way, possibly. Celebrity. Okay, I say celebrities, and you get star power. This says stepping into the spotlight. I was going to say celebrity status, even, you could meet somebody who's like large and in charge, and then you get star power. Maybe that's you, Maybe that's you, Libra. Spotlight, fame, entertainment, popular, reputation. Those could all be themes this week. What's this card? Why is this in here? Bear tree. Oh, this isn't even in the right deck. So, and I haven't used this deck in a while. So it says bear tree. Don't waste your energy or efforts on something that's clearly not bearing fruit. So it's one thing not to give up, maybe on like something overall, but it's another thing to stick around and water and tend to a tree that's not even bearing fruit. So choose wisely, right? And windfall. What I tell you, somebody's getting a payout. Big, big payout, lump sum. We're talking about something big here. This is windfall. Happy changes are afoot. This is fortune, good luck, a big gain, a happy surprise, a miracle. It's a big burst of positive energy, of light breaking through, of a helping hand, of money, of fame, of just good fortune all the way. Awesome, Libra. Okay, what else do we have? I want to get some galactic angel messages for the lovely Libra collective. If you enjoy these readings, I generally post Tuesday, Thursday afternoon, as well as Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your angels are aligning the moving parts. All is coming together in divine timing. And protect your energy. Untangle from toxic people or situations. Yeah, you already had that with the, Pulling away from bare trees and things. And we have ancient wisdom. Learn from the old ways. You can find healing and enlightenment. A new perspective will follow. And your angels are communicating through numbers. Watch for repeat sequences. Libra, I'm going to move on to angel numbers now. That's our cue. By the way, if you're interested in things like, mediumship, connecting with loved ones who've crossed over, do remember I have a second channel and I'm writing the info right now. And that's what it is, okay? It's at Schoolhouse Intuitive. And there it is. Okay, it's spelled differently than this one. That is also me, all right? Not an imposter. That is actually my channel as well. So I do timeless mediumship readings there. And I also read for all signs sometimes too. I've done that here and there. But yeah, that's something to think about if you're interested. So, angel numbers. Whoa. And we have card 11, sign of your own intuition, Libra. And we have 66, a sign of creativity. So life flows with love, abundance, and opportunity. And this is about you learning to trust your feelings, though. You can resonate with the number 16 as well. What else, please? Oh, big one. 4444. A sign of divine intervention. The universe has heard your request. Get ready to receive. Be ready to receive this windfall of new energy, of money, of whatever it's going to be for you, Libra. A gift is coming your way. It's heading your way faster than you may realize, but you can't give up. That's the key. All right. Some of you, it's going to take longer than others. Yeah, it already has, right? But I'm not telling you anything you don't know, right? So here we go. Libra's getting stuff done this week, and dreams can come true. All right. Let's get some animal cards for the lovely Libra Collective. For Libra, power animal cards, we have chimpanzee. Your ingenuity knows no bounds, and with it, you can shape your destiny now. Chimpanzee. What else, Libra? Rooster. Remain loyal to your principles, uphold honesty, and stand as a protector against negativity. This is a repeat of what the messages I was getting from the tarot tokens, right? And again with the 7 of Wands and the 9 of Wands, like really standing your ground here. Yes, upholding your values and your beliefs. You could really be questioning that, and do what's best for you. What do we have here, Libra? Tasmanian Devil. So this is being unapologetic in your authenticity. It will filter out the people who don't want to see you win. Not everyone deserves a seat at your celebratory dinner, Libra. Where were they when you were making the dinner or earning their reward or whatever, So, Fox, intelligence and joy can coexist. Navigate challenges with wit and a twinkle in your eye. So now we're going to smile and laugh our way to the top, right? Let's do it. Because remember, we had smile and laughter and then those positive affirmations too. Do remember those. All right, Libra. I'll show that card to you again, the affirmations, okay? There it is. If you want to take another look at it. All right. So, okay, Libra. I think I'm going to get some crystal cards now. Oh, actually, I did want to get some... No, you know what I want to get? I want to get some charms. Some charms for Libra. Get some charms. Do a little charm pull here. Here we go. It's going to be a good one. What is it? Oh, is that a... What is that? Okay, well, I do apologize. I'm not quite sure what that is. Is it is it like a little lighter or something? Or, I mean, it kind of looks like a bell. Okay, it's a bell, but I think it has something tied to it. So a bell. So like a little notification. Let's put this behind it. There, you can see a little better. Maybe. Little bell there, I think. Okay, so I always leave these to people to use their own intuition, okay? Or you may notice that you see this when you're out and about this week now. And it could be confirmation of something in this reading that you felt strongly about, that was trying to be communicated to you. And then we have a roller skate. Roller skate. Oh, that's fun. Look at that. Ooh, cute. Little roller skate. Lacing up your skates. Where are you headed? Hopefully somewhere fun. And then we also have, for Libra, ooh, look at you with your crown. That is star vibes too, right? Star vibes. And a feather. Oh, you may be finding feathers, or you may find one now. A feather. I do want to point out that feather and bell, and I say use your intuition. Yes, definitely still do that. But feather and bell, it makes me think of, yeah, that's a feather with a little bow, like that you might find at Christmas time or something like that. But feather and a bell makes me think of like communication or a message in some way. So again, maybe you get an important message, that's heading your way with a roller skate here, about leveling up in some way, your glow up in some way. Look at how it is glowing. Wow. Okay, cool. Look at that. I don't even know why that's happening. I mean, I know how light and reflection works, but with the light, the way I have it right now, it shouldn't really glow like that. And that's the only one too that did that. Well, it is more silver than the others, but still very awesome. Cool. Okay, now let's go through all 12 signs, and I'm just going to pull a crystal card. So, of course, we're going to start with us, right? Why wouldn't we? Libra first. And again, if you enjoyed the reading, please do all the nice things. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate it. Okay, Libra. Sodalite, speak your truth. This is for Libra. Then we'll go to Scorpio and all through. All right. Scorpio, Tiger's Eye, overcome your fears. Message of the week, Sagittarius. Ocean Jasper, schedule yourself in, Sag. Capricorn, Shungite, detox your life. Aquarius, Rhodonite, find a way to forgive. Pisces, Amazonite, loosen your grip. And Aries, Epido, go deeper. Taurus, Black Kyanite, set stronger boundaries. Happy birthday, Taurus, you get a bonus. Moonstone, find your purpose. Live your purpose, Taurus. Gemini, almost your birthday, so happy birthday. Rose Quartz, open up your heart. You get a bonus as well. And Rainbow Obsidian, heal your heart. Ooh, lots of heart stuff going on for Gemini. All right, Cancer, Aragonite, release your emotional baggage. I should look up how to say that. All right, and Leo, Unikite, live in the now. Virgo, Chrysoprase, allow yourself to receive. All right, everyone, that is what I have for you. Have a fantastic week. Take care.